Maybe one day
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Jackson, first play, going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage was so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's a 2nd and 8. Again, it's Barkley. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. In motion right is Aguilar. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Shrugs him off. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And they're always hoping on that type of a play that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Jackson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Now it's Jackson. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Nelson Aguilar. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Play action. Here's Hurts. It fights him off. Flushed out right. And some room to roam now. He's still on his feet. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, 55 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, you want to talk about making something out of nothing. Boy, he did that right there. What an incredible run.
Obviously a pass play, and he couldn't find anyone open downfield. But sometimes the receivers just run those defenders off, and it creates a wide open space.
Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing is Jackson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Touchdown! Isaiah Likely, 48 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Go Silver, ready?
Throwing is Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Hurts. That one out wide and intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In the case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll take it down shy the 45 at the 46. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. A first down carry for Barkley. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A handoff, Barkley running left. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 38 yards. And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott good with a PAT, and that will shave one more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, Might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Tiger Hornet. Crowd left Yeti.
Here's Hurts to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey!
They'll throw now on the final play. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Eagles 14.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things.
There he goes, left side. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Hurts will throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it.
That keeps the score. Ravens 22, Eagles 20.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Well, now how about this return? And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. In motion right is Aguilar. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Yo. Hey, middle. We change it.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. Now it's Jackson.
Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, nursing such a small lead, you thought he'd take better care of the football after his last drive. Now for the second straight possession, he's put all the pressure right back on his defense. They need to take a stand and hold that lead.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
Look at the big fella go.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, 59 yards.
And the Eagles have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front.
Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinator's probably scratching their head. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
That's good for the Eagles. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Barkley going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line.
Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the 5-yard line.
Great. Set.
Another try for Barkley. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Saquon Barkley. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Eagles get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Jackson. Under pressure, they got him again. Jalen Carter able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Nolan Smith. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down.
That's going deep for Bateman.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And now possession.